Hello and welcome to the Kino Corner, where we talk about the very best in movies, news, and trailers from a certain point of view. I got two guests with me today. Ha 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 ha. It's the DaktarJones and the Zero Dark Long.
Jello.
Hello.
Yes. For those who can tell in the bottom right, today we are doing the Alien versus Predator tier list. My personal goal is to make it so this one doesn't last way too long. But without further ado, I think we should just go ahead and get on with our normal preamble here. Got a little bit of news, a few trailers to talk about, and I got some recent movies I saw that I want to kind of go into. Maybe our guests do as well. So, without further ado, let's get started here with some movie news, which there wasn't a lot, just like announcements of projects in the works. I guess I find interesting the Griffin says, "Nah, go for five. Go for five. I'm not doing a 5 hour tier list. When you see how many movies we're gonna get to later,
I can't do that long.
No,
God.
no. When you see how many movies we're actually gonna cover, this one is probably gonna go quick.
It's pretty short list, really.
And first bit of news: there's going to be a reboot of the series Murder She Wrote, which I'm a little surprised by. That I saw Jamie Lee Curtis is going to play the titular character, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm a fan of Murder She Wrote. I just know that it's like the favorite show of middle.
I've never watched it. Yeah, like I know of it, but it's such an old show compared. Like, when did it start? The 70s?
Yeah,
maybe 80s. But still, that's over 40, 50 years ago, and it's just. I guess with Jamie Lee Curtis, she's in that age range now.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to just revitalize that kind of show. Just I want to say true crime. I don't think it's going to be anything that grody, but just maybe just to temper down the true crime crowd. Because I think I've seen one episode of this show with my grandma. It's not bad. It's just basically a different version of Columbo, if I'm being honest.
I mean, and maybe that's what like they're trying to go back towards, like old broadcasts where you could throw on an episode and whatnot instead of always being serialized. I mean, technically, CBS still does that.
I mean, I'd be down for that. Like, I think it's a wonderful thing to go back to. Like, with how fast things move nowadays, I don't think it's a bad thing to shoot for a programmer. Like, I just want to watch an episode of this. Click it on. 30 minutes later, well, that was fun, and then move on to something else. So, in theory, like it could work. Like it's all gonna be practice. Jamie Lee Curtis is a great actress, so I don't think there's any question there. But,
I don't know. We'll see. I think it's just them wanting to revive old stuff. What are next?
Yeah. And speaking of reviving old stuff, Disney Plus is doing another Animorphs TV series. Okay.
What? Yeah, that's enough. I ain't gonna lie.
It's from Ryan Coogler's production company as well.
Which I was like, I know that name. I know that face.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, when I looked up what he did, I'm just like,
director of Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther, Sinners. It's a lot. I'm just like,
He's doing the new. He's doing the X-Men, or not X-Men, X-Files revival as well.
Okay, so they are.
Yeah.
He had.
He's well known.
Yeah. Okay, so he's well known. It's just. I guess considering the movies he has done, like Black Panther and Sinners, is the two I'm latching on to. This has the potential. You know how like when I don't know if y'all grew up in that crowd, but like how teens and whatnot, how they saw Animorphs as just this deep, complex book series and whatnot, even though it wasn't.
It kind of is.
It kind of is.
It's a war story.
It is a war story. I think when we were so much younger, I was just thinking. I think when
because like kids get kids get PTSD in this.
Yeah,
And I think I remember the author, like, she's been confronted about the ending, and she's just like, well, that's war.
Yeah. They want it to be this one thing, but I guess my ultimate point is what we imagined this story to be, just this dark, serious thing that we always pictured it as. He might be able to fully portray it as that, because like so many people, they probably see Animorphs as just the cool covers. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of these books growing up.
Yeah, they are more than that, very much so, but I don't.
I always got weirded out by the blue alien guy that shows up.
I had that weird toy where you could transform it into like the different aliens, just like that yellow and black. You know what I'm talking about?
I really didn't even know they had toys, to be honest.
Yeah, they had one, and it was weird. I don't know. This has potential. It is just not news I was expecting to come like this past 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's a property I didn't really think needed to be revived, but I guess.
Yeah, like we're in the revival era, and but we'll get there. And speaking of, this is one revival that I just really. Apparently, they're doing another movie set in the Lord of the Rings universe with Stephen Colbert is co-writing it.
Yeah, him and his son actually.
Oh yeah.
Because I guess they're both big old Lord of the Ring heads.
Oh,
I mean, I remember the old Colbert Report. He used to throw out all that Lord of the Rings trivia. I'm like, okay, I guess he really is.
Oh, lately and in the Late Show, and because he's just doesn't fucking care anymore for obvious reasons, he's just throwing balls to the wall. He actively talks about this stuff with the amount of nerd passion that you would want him to talk about. So if you don't know much about Stephen Colbert, it's probably just like, wait, that the political commentary guy is doing this? No, he's a Lord of the Rings nerd. He's read this. He has this fucking Silmarillion. He knows the lore of this series.
Yeah, but do we really need more Lord of the Rings though?
No, but that's kind of where I'm at.
Because they're doing the Golem one too, and they're bringing back Ian McKellen for it. And like, my guy is going to be like 97 hunched over.
Yup.
You know, ironically, the other night, I was just flipping through YouTube TV, and Return of the King was on, and it was at the kind of end where Aragorn's like, for Frodo, you know, that famous, they charge forward. But if you look at Gandalf in that scene, it's Ian McKellen, and you see him kind of start to run, but he stumbles a little, and you could tell him he's hobbling because he's still like 70 something there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it cuts to the next shot. It's a whole other person. So I'm like, oh, that's gonna be awkward. We're gonna have what was it, like Batman? Who played Batman? The original not the original Batman, the Burton one.
Oh.
Greg, no.
No, I know.
You know, yeah, but it's gonna be like that. He's old
Keaton.
and
Yeah.
And it's just like a weird CG body double.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I also read that they're casting for a young Aragorn as well. Because I think this is technically a prequel to Fellowship of the Ring, something like that. I don't know.
I mean, that's cool, I guess, but it's kind of where I'm at. It's like, I don't think it should happen. The Hobbit movies were fine. I just...
The first one is good. It should have just been like an hour or more longer, and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Because, you know, then again, I don't know anybody, even in our friend group, my work group, who's watched the Amazon show.
I honestly forgot there was that show.
Yeah, it's called Lord of the Rings, Power of the Rings.
Like, I guess the Rings of Powers. It's something like that.
Rings of Power. And it's $1 billion show. That's the most noteworthy thing. But I only hear stuff online, and people are like, it's just okay. Like, for a show that costs this much, and I guess they have a lot of actual production as well, but it's just okay.
Yeah.
And that's the consensus I hear. I'm like, yeah, Lord of the Rings really should have just stuck with those 3 movies, maybe made 2 Hobbit movies if they were shorter but split up.
Right.
Instead of making a 3rd movie for no reason that just doesn't. Ugh.
I think there's a lid delay on this stream because Griffin's saying Michael Keaton like a few minutes after we.
Michael Keaton. Okay, that's it.
Right.
Damn.
I guess my ultimate feelings on this reboot is I'm with you. It's like I don't know if we need to have more Lord of the Rings stuff at least for a while. But the only 2 things that make me happy is one, the people co-writing it clearly know about the lore. They know what they're talking about. They know about the series to kind of keep things.
I know, monkey paws. Like we don't want more, but at the same time, if it's competently written and it has a lot of inverse stuff, that's going to go, ooh, yeah, I get that.
The other side of it is Stephen Colbert himself. I'm happy he's getting more work in after things are going to happen, and so that is fantastic for him.
I'm sure he has a lot of stuff afterwards. From the Late Show or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, once that's over, that's basically open door, and everyone's just gonna be like, please, do stuff with us. Oh, but yeah, I guess with all 3 of these announcements, my ultimate thoughts are just like, okay.
It's just, yeah, that's how I feel lately with a lot of these news. It's kind of like okay, I guess they're bringing back that show.
Yeah, there's not many.
Yeah.
It's not often that a piece of news will, I guess, just, oh, wow, I hope it's going to be good. But whenever it is, it's usually tied to like a trailer or something. Like last time we talked about the Sonic 4 trailer and the kind of confirmation that Jim Carrey will be there for the 4th one. And he's also just like, I mean, I'm glad, but he's also getting pretty old, man. I don't know.
I mean, if he's enjoying the work, let him. I know that he kind of complained that for the 3rd one because he had dual roles, but I doubt he will have dual roles in this.
I highly doubt that. I think he's going to have a comparatively reduced role in this one.
Oh yeah,
which is probably why he agreed to it. But
well, he did get replaced by a lizard person in a Jim Carrey suit, so.
I forgot about that.
Oh God, that's not him. That is not him. Those bones have been moved.
Those that yeah.
We're slowly being taken over by pod people. Jim Carrey was the first to go.
Oh man, it's going to be a robotic skeleton and an AI hologram.
No, the first one was actually what's the dude who runs Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg?
Mark Zuckerberg, but he just kind of looks like that normally, so we accept. Anyway, I guess to move on to, like I said, not much of news, but I guess I talk about a few of the trailers. All right, first one is one you showed, but it did catch my eye. It's that new Ghost in the Shell series.
Oh, I'm so excited for it.
Which is based off the original manga.
Yes. I'm excited for it, but I love the style in this trailer.
The style is amazing.
Oh yeah.
It's both like I could look at the character designs and the rough lines in certain parts and just, oh yeah, no, that's Ghost in the Shell. It has this it has this weird uniqueness to it. It's not quite stereotypical 80s anime look. It has a little more flow to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll see like some anime nowadays. I saw one. There's a series that's getting a modern uptake, but they still kind of keep that old school style.
Yeah.
And so this sticks, like I said, closer to the manga where everybody looks a lot more rounder.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are also going to be ready for the fact I don't know if they'll keep a lot of the humor in, to be honest, but the original manga is kind of funny.
Yeah. They might. I mean, some of it does look lighthearted,
Nice.
but the other part is a lot of like the stylized sequences I could tell from the trailer has this 80s retro future vibe to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I you know how every time we're in an age of like nostalgia is just a constant fucking thing now, for better or for worse. There's always just some nostalgic
It is a
aesthetic.
marketing theme, yes.
Yeah, we'll latch on to. Between the Mario movie, between this and some other things, I feel like there's going to be a random surge of just 80s retro aesthetic and pop culture for a little bit before it dies down. Like, I don't think it's going to be a mainstay.
What are you talking about? That happened 10 years ago, dude.
Oh, I know.
That happened with Stranger Things.
No, well, what I mean specifically is not just like the 80s decade. I mean specifically like this visual style of just like the thing like Grand Theft Auto Vice City, like this 80s retro neon.
I wouldn't say this is retro 80s. To me, this more, it has that 80, because obviously this is done in the 80s. It's just replicating that style, but it's, to me, Ghost in the Shell's always been more post cyberpunk.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I said, I'm not saying this is going to be like a major movement or anything. It's just I raise an eyebrow because I feel like I've noticed more of that in the animation world than I have when Stranger Things first popped off. Because,
well, I think we've hit a point, at least with animation, maybe an anime where you can experiment. Because I know there's an anime coming out where they actually produced it using old animation techniques like cells and everything.
Oh my god, hand drawn! What is this?
Well, I mean, a lot of anime still hand drawn, but
I know, but
well, I mean, what they did, they took like old cells, like how the '90s Disney movies used to look and all that jazz. So it has that, especially like if you remember old anime from the '90s.
It has like that scratch to it, where like when they move, it looks like you can almost see the outlines while they're moving.
I mean, I'm sure they clean that up, but yeah, basically.
Well, like,
I can remember.
I mean, like think like
the
Robin
artificial
Hood or
stuff,
the Rescuers, like something like
that. Kind of. I would akin it to more of, if you watch like anime in the '90s, late '90s, it has kind of like that little bit of bloom, and the colors a little bit more vibrant. But yeah, I need to find. Yeah, I need to find
the
that.
saturation's really good. Like, no, my god,
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Like some like maybe like Detective Conan.
Yeah, like how old anime, especially '90s anime, used to look. You could tell they painted on the cells and everything.
Yeah. Man, old school Detective Conan. I don't know if before, but I could rewatch those early seasons of Detective Conan. Man, those are fun.
Well, it's a good thing that they just do some weird soft reboot shit every few years, because Japan just pumps out. I don't think there's any anime airing, but they pump out movies. And like I'll see a poster of it, and it's like Conan in the corner, and then some random ass dude that I have no idea who this is. They have like a reverse tuxedo mask. It's like a guy all in white for one movie. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still insanely huge in Japan.
Everything crosses over in Japan, like that time Kamen Rider crossed over with Pac-Man.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Alrighty.
It was a movie, and Pac-Man was the villain. I will not be going into further detail.
God, dude.
But anyway, but no, I'm excited for this, at least for the visuals alone. I wasn't I didn't like follow Ghost in the Shell as closely as other people I know, but I did watch it when it was on Adult Swim, and I did like it. Like almost as much as Cowboy Bebop. It was definitely close.
It was a good show. I liked it.
It was a good show, and yeah, this trailer has me excited for the reboot. What say you, Angel?
For me, I'm actually excited because I got into it when Netflix had their series running. So I kind of came in late for the bandwagon. I did watch it growing up as a kid, but
the 2046 one, whatever it's called.
The animated one, 3D animated. I like the story and the plot, but I already kind of figured that this was not Ghost in the Shell in terms of reading the manga myself. So I'm like, I see. We're going
Well-
for a brotherhood type of stuff right here.
Well, I mean, so what I've read, and I've known this for a while, like the movie in '95, '96 that came out. The director Romulus Oshii, he's done Akira, Steampunk Boy, all of those, and he just wanted to make it full on serious. And so, yeah, when they did the TV show Standalone Complex, that's just where they went. So everyone just thinks of Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, it's like a very serious political police thing.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, it's kind of goofy. It's got spider talking tanks. I mean, I love that they're keeping the red Tachikoma.
Yeah.
I love Tachikomas. They're one of my favorite little mechs.
I believe it. They're very cute.
Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, next trailer on the list here. All right. So I don't try to talk about trailers more than once on the Kino Corner unless like a new trailer really changes my opinion on something or shows a significant amount of new information that is worth talking about. There was a new trailer for Masters of the Universe. The only reason I want to bring it up is because we get to hear Skeletor talk, and also in the trailer, one of the worries I have for this movie, I still have it, but it's been tempered greatly, is that this is going to be like a 50-50 split between the human world and Eternia. But based off of that last trailer, it seems like we're going to basically be in the human world for like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, but then go in the rest of the movie is just Eternia.
Yeah.
And
I think we would do that.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. So it cooled me off a little bit. But Skeletor talking, I'm of two minds. So on one hand, I'm glad the voice they're going for seems to be closer to the voice Mark Hamill used in Masters of the Universe Revelations. Just more of that devious schemer, like deep voice, just like, yes, he. Like I think that was the correct choice. But on the other hand, it's still Jared Leto, and I really wanted to see Skeletor in live action go, yeah, He-Man. So I'm conflicted.
Man, I don't know. Like, was He-Man ever really even a moderately popular?
Who, Jared Leto or Skeletor?
Oh, I just meant like He-Man in general.
I don't think it was.
Like, I think it was mostly just like the variations of memes, right? That's like the only reason why.
100%.
Well, I mean, memes aside, I mean, like for real in pop culture.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's an 80s show that was made to sell toys, but I heard that reboot like 10, 15 years ago wasn't bad, but I wasn't watching that stuff at the time.
No, it wasn't bad, but it was very short lived. It's up there. Remember they did like Thundercats? They had its reboot season. It's up. I think they're.
I tried watching that one.
Yeah, I would say the quality of the two are actually very similar. There's a lot of interesting parallels between He-Man and Thundercats in that regard. That's why I think the biggest meme I think tied to this movie is like, all right, we got a Masters of the Universe movie that looks good. When are we gonna get a Thundercats movie? But
man, give me a SWAT Cats movie.
Dude, fuck yes.
SWAT Cats, damn.
Directed by Michael Bay. No.
Listen. If you do like a CG live action, whoever you cast for that secretary lady, if you get it right, you'll turn everybody into a furry.
Another Megan Fox.
Another generation's furry awakening.
I ain't no furry, but like her and Gadget did something.
Yeah. But...
Yo.
Yeah, that.
I mean, I'll go see this. I think it's just one of those good, fun movies, probably. But
yeah,
I don't know.
My expectations for this are, I just want to like walk in and have a good time. I'm not expecting this to be some fine piece of art.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I have my opinion that this might actually become one of those hidden gems, just like the Transformer movie, the animated one, the 3D animated looking one, where it looked kind of meh when you watch the trailers, but when you actually go watch it, you're having a good time.
I could see that. I mean, yeah.
I can see this being the way of like the D&D movie that came out a few years ago.
That movie was good.
Like, it was so good. I probably one of the hardest laughs I've
Yeah.
had in theater like in the last handful of years.
Was it the bard scene? Just
Yeah,
dad.
man, that broke me. That's when it just starts sinking in. I'm
Yeah.
like, going,
Just everyone looking on in horror. Oh, jeez, what's wrong with? Oh my god. Man. Like, there's so much they could do with this, and I know we want to put the memes aside, but I mean, Zero's right. Like, to some degree, I think the meme culture is part of the reason.
yeah.
So I try to like put in my head how could you reference like everything from like the meme culture to like live action He-Man without it being too just um dumb or cringe, I guess.
Fair, yeah.
The only way I could think to do it is actually, and it's a very quick thing. Just when Prince Adam is driving to work or wherever in the beginning of the movie, just have him drive a pink Cadillac, reference to the live action movie, if you know, you know. And in the radio, he's listening to "Hey, yeah, yeah." That's it.
Yeah,
Like,
I would be interested to see how they actually incorporate that one.
yeah, like the song, I could see a reference like that, or also probably just like the in the credits it starts playing.
You know what? What if they do an orchestral variation of that? Like just
No.
full just cringe.
If
I
they
don't want my slowed down one note.
I know.
if they redo that song, I want it to be redone fast and just like the "In a Wick in the I want it to be done that way, but I want the actors for He-Man and Skeletor to be singing it because it's
Ooh.
going to sound bad. You know?
What if there's like kind of, it's not the big action scene, but it's like a big action scene, and so they do a Guardians where they just have a song play over, and that's the song.
Dude,
Like,
okay. If this was
So-
James Gunn, that's almost guaranteed. But but you know, it's still possible. His influence.
you know, a part of me wants to take that bet. Actually, I think I will.
Mhm.
I think I will.
You know,
Yeah.
that is a fair bet. That is a fair bet. I can see it.
Oh,
But-
you know, if it happens, I'm gonna mog like no other.
I will also give the movie this. I have very limited knowledge of He-Man and the Masters of the
Oh,
Universe.
I do too.
But I could still look at this movie and character designs, and it's pretty easy for even someone with my knowledge to go, "Oh, I understand who that is," and that's great. Like, good, however how good or bad this movie turns out to be, they put just enough care and character design to make them properly recognizable. And if that,
Well, maybe not Man at Arms because his name is
yeah.
very antithetical to his design.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. But like some of the background characters, like I watch people react to the trailer, and like so many people are like, "Oh my god, it's Evelyn! Oh my god, it's Biclops!" or whatever the fuck their name is. All these people in the background, like, y'all know more about this fucking series than I do. I'm gonna take your word for it. I was very quickly able to recognize like the 3 or 4 people I know. And that's like He-Man, Skeletor, Cringer, and that first trailer I saw, Beastman. That's pretty much it.
Cringer? Is that his name, Cringer?
Yeah, Cringer that it's Cringer, and then when he powers up with He-Man, he becomes Battle Cat. I don't know why I remember that specifically, but
Battle Cat, cool, but like Cringer?
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's another thing in this trailer, and I love that in the MGM logo, instead of the lion roaring, it's Battle Cat roaring. It's like, okay, that's fun.
Yeah,
well,
I'll see it.
I'll see. Like it's
Worth the watch for sure.
definitely worth the watch. All right, and the second one that got us a second trailer that I think was I think this is its first, in my mind, full trailer where I get a good idea of what's happening, is that new Supergirl trailer.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I mean, I watched the first one. I was like, I can kind of glean what they're doing.
Yeah. So the big thing in the new trailer is apparently, Crypto gets hit by a weapon, and part of the motivation is basically like, someone shot my dog. She's John Wicking this entire movie.
Yup.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, all right, superhero John Wick featuring Supergirl and Lobo. I'm fucking down, man.
I was surprised who a Lobo was. Oh my god.
Oh, he's been trying to get that role for years. So
That's what I'm surprised. Like
I'm
I thought
happy.
they're gonna be like, oh no, sorry, you were the other man. You can't be the Lobo. I'm like,
The He-Man.
thank God he got the role.
Oh yeah, like this is a new universe, and they're probably gonna have someone else entirely be Aquaman. Like at this
Oh
point.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I expect Huey to be from the boys to be Mr. Fantastic, or not Fantastic, but the stretchy elastic man. There you go.
Plastic Man.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I can see it.
There's so many fan edits of him just around. It's like, damn, actor can act. What can we do?
But there's a lot of potential in this new DC universe.
You want to see him act, Angel? I got you.
Yeah.
I got a clip.
No, this new DC universe, I think has a lot of potential. I like that first Superman movie, and I also like Creature Commandos despite its weird fucking animation. But God, that quick side tangent. Creature Commandos made me laugh because the animation would go to just fucking Adobe Flash to super fucking clean at the snap of a finger, and it always just threw me off and made me laugh. It's like, all right, so we know exactly what scenes they put their budget into. Is the right scenes, but little scenes of just two characters talking, and they basically just took the still of a character like on a popsicle stick and just kind of like jiggled it around like they're talking. It's so dumb. But no,
I'm sad that I haven't seen that show yet.
it's good. It is good. I don't like um really there is still a lot of hope for this, but I think this and the Lantern show are going to probably set the trajectory of the rest of the series, because Superman was very lighthearted. Creature Commandos was a very like adult comedy. Supergirl and Lanterns do seem to be more on the drama and thriller side of things.
Well, I remember when they started filming Lanterns because Nathan Fillion's character, what's his name? Guy Garrick's in it. It's not really a spoiler.
Yeah.
But apparently he said something like, that's probably the most fucks I've ever said in like a show or movie. Well, and it's from Damon Limoff too. He's the guy that's done oh god, he's done a lot of HBO shows. He did the Watchmen show.
Yeah.
The Leftovers. If you've not seen The Leftovers, watch that show. My god.
Where's it on?
HBO.
Oh, okay.
Or I guess Paramount now.
Paramount.
HBO, Paramount. Give it a few years, it'll be something else. Everything's moving around too fucking much. But no, there's a lot of shows I want to watch right now, dude.
I know. Well, we got to watch Supergirl first.
Like just this year alone, I'm working on a list right now because I have a limited number of movie passes, and like I'm looking through like everything coming out this year. There's a lot of movies coming out this year I want to see.
I'm tempted to get a pass myself. Just like, you know what? It'd be a great treat.
Oh, dude, I'm part of one of the movie club programs. So every month I get a free movie ticket. So it's just
Nice.
I'm gonna math it out and see which ones I want to see. Like I want to see Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I want to see End of Oak Street. I want to see Brand New Day.
I heard that's not testing well, only because people are thinking it's the new Brendan Fraser one.
Fuck off.
And I'm like, well, it is called The Mummy, but it does have Lee Cronin's The Mummy. But people are like, who the fuck's Lee Cronin?
That's just like I guess I also kind of get why, because
I think that was more like a joke and everything.
Yeah. Yes, but there was also that announcement that there is going to be a new Brendan Fraser Mummy movie.
Oh yeah.
So
him and Rachel Weisz, yeah, she's coming back.
Yeah.
Which she didn't for the third one.
So part of me sees that people legitimately thinking that, but it's probably for the most part a big joke. there's I need to go through my full list again because there's like at least 10 movies coming out this year. I want to see. I do want to see
Yeah.
and I won't be getting 10 tickets this year, so certain things might have to be cut off that list. And the first one I might have to just wait a little bit to save tickets is probably going to be The Mummy, not because I don't want to see it, but there's definitely things I want to see more. Like like End of Oak Street, Dune 3, Coyote versus Acme, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Supergirl.
Forgetting that's
Yeah.
coming out.
Yeah. Dude, this year is stacked. Mortal Kombat 2. Like,
That comes out in a month, actually.
yeah, I know. That's why I'm just like, fuck, I might have
We don't get a chance to breathe. Damn.
Right. And we're still waiting on a trailer for Street Fighter, which I've heard rumors that's going to come this week.
I heard that too. Yeah.
So,
Oh, there's the Michael Jackson movie, which might be a two-parter.
yeah. Oh, I saw a new. I didn't add it to this list because it didn't really give me anything new. Just a normal affair for those kinds of movies. Just like it's about Michael Jackson. Here's some songs. Woo! But I think it will be a two-parter, and they're going to end on that pivotal key moment in Michael Jackson's life when, basically caused him to transition from Thriller Michael Jackson to the king of pop, ignorant,
Yeah.
And he is being played by like his nephew, grandson, somebody in his family.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if like that's the moment they kind of cut off the movie, and it's basically this movie we're getting is just the first part. But like I said,
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah. But we'll talk
Yeah.
about that. But anyway, yeah, Supergirl. I'm excited for this. I guess not quite as excited as like something like Spider-Man or
The Marvels universe.
Well, okay. I want to see Doomsday. But it's not because I'm like super hyped for that because I don't see a trailer, nothing to be hyped about.
You just want to see how it all plays out.
I want to see how it
Right.
plays out.
Yeah, that's the
And-
only reason I've seen it.
Yeah. And again, my opinion, it still has not changed on Marvel movies. It should have ended with Endgame. It needs to end with Secret War. Because it's too much.
Well, what they're doing is they're going to go the Secret Wars route where everything is basically rebooted.
Yeah.
Rumors that I've heard though is once they do the reboot, it's going to focus more because now they have like X-Men rights. It's going to be a lot more X-Men Marvel character stuff.
Yeah.
Because I agree, they should have at least took like a year or two break and then never did the multiverse saga.
For real, yeah.
The multiverse saga just screwed him over so much. And then
None of it makes sense. It's all nonsensical. It's people that you haven't even seen and like when's the last time you've seen Shang-Chi in anything? Nothing.
And he
Right.
should have gotten his own movie. There were so many plans for movies that I would have liked to see. Like there was that plan for the Blade movie is
I was
going
about to say Blade. Blade is the big example.
Blade.
That should have been out like
Yeah.
4 years ago at this
Yeah.
point.
Like, we were
It's never
so-
coming out
It's never coming out.
No, it's not.
because
I think that's
Blade,
good. Yeah.
Blade needs to be rated R.
Yeah.
If it's not rated R, and Marvel or Disney side is not gonna do an R-rated movie again or a Marvel movie again. Deadpool Wolverine, I think, was the last one.
Yeah.
That was tame.
Yep.
The only chance we have of if he's probably going to come back in at least Secret War. Like let's be honest. Like
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be just anything's game.
I think the only other I think you're right. I just now we can move on to the next trailer, and this is a new trailer. Yay! The Back Rooms.
Ooh. Fun fact too, apparently there's like a fake infomercial. It's actually been playing on TV in places and it's part of the campaign for it.
That's nice. Like, okay, I know. Like, you know how we go through phases of everything, and for a while, like the landscape of horror and like seeing whatnot was like a mascot horror, like FNAF and whatnot.
FNAF.
Yeah, I think we're actually in the what's the word for the stuff like the back rooms and it's like
Existential horror.
not existential horror. I'm trying to think of something else like I guess Slender Man would
liminal
also
horror,
be in this category. Oh,
like internet, some stuff that started on the internet is now more
yeah.
mainstream.
Fuck,
That's just a lot of horror nowadays, though.
yeah, there's a term for it. Analog horror. That's it.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's basic. It's almost like
analog.
analog. It's almost like the. I think Backrooms is actually a good example of just like someone's telling a story.
Oh, yeah, they use like VHS, CTRs to kind of give it that
Yeah,
claustrophobic liminal look. Okay.
yeah. They use all these old grainy film techniques to kind of just help use the distortion to their advantage. Like there's a lot of that going around. I think that's the internet horror of the day. But Backrooms, I think, is like the one of the first and one of the biggest in that trend. I know also little about it, but just to
Yeah, I don't know too much about Backrooms lore.
yeah,
Me neither.
I will say
Creepy
like
pastas in general.
yeah, I will say just based on what little I know, just the idea of just like you going into this liminal space that kind of is infinite and it leads nowhere that you can just kind of fall in and get lost in for the rest of your days. The trailer does have good atmosphere for that because it just
Yeah.
yeah like the room this guy walks in, everything from just the ambient gibberish to all these rooms that don't make sense. This feels like a place that shouldn't exist, and I think they did a really good job conveying it.
Oh yeah.
As for where it goes, who knows? Who knows, man? Like
Yeah, I'm curious to see too because like I've seen Nick and Ruby play the game, and it just you're kind of wandering around finding things. But this they were like trying to do something. I don't know.
it's like
I'm excited.
yeah, it's like it seems like the main character seems to be exploring it, but also trying to prove to people that he's not crazy as he makes his way in there, and eventually more people get lost and stuck. And you do see people in like these hazmat suits, so it might tie in with I don't know, like this just like with He-Man, I think this has a potential to be a hidden gem of horror.
Well, I know people are excited about it because I feel like this one has a little bit more of a following to it.
Yeah. Plus, it's more
Plus
serious.
Yeah, and plus the director's like 20 years old, so that's interesting.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that we're starting a trend of just more internet stuff in Hollywood.
Wow, we really want that.
That's a sentence, yeah.
Well, what I mean by that is I mean like internet creators like taking over like theaters and what. Like Markiplier.
Oh, like Markiplier?
Like Markiplier is a
Yeah.
good example. Like young directors doing stories like the Backrooms, like this, like it's something like this. It doesn't have to be someone exclusively from the internet, but taking the stuff from the internet that is clearly has some merit and value to it and treating it with respect, like this seems to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want
Okay.
another Dragon Ball Z Evolution or a Ghost in a Shell movie, right? Those are the two bad ones. The
Something
video
like
games,
that, yeah.
anime.
There's a lot of bad video game anime stuff. There's a lot, but I know it's well, I'm kind of on the fence if I want to see this one. Like I said, I'm on limited movie passes this year, so I don't know if I'll see it in theaters.
I'm gonna let this one. I'm gonna let this one go on to streaming. To be honest.
Oh, yeah, I'd watch it on streaming. Like if we got let it
Oh,
go.
yeah, I don't really want to go see it in theaters.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I don't want to either.
Watch party when it
Plus-
comes to streaming.
I was about to say, like, I think that'd be a good friend streaming movie. Yeah.
Heck yeah!
It reminds me of the Smiling 2. I watched that one with a couple of friends.
Dude,
I didn't even go to the theater. That was crazy.
I want to be able to watch those movies, but I had the ending to both spoiled to me. I know it sucks because when
it's a good build up.
It's a good build up, sure, but like when they told me what it was, and it wasn't just told to me, it was shown to me, and I'm just like,
Oh,
I would have loved to have seen that out of nowhere. Like I refuse to spoil it for anybody, But like when I saw what it was, I'm just like, well, that would have been a hell of a build up, especially the second one.
Wait,
Dang it.
for what? For what series?
Smiling too.
For the
Oh,
Smile one, Smile and Smile 2.
I have not seen
Yes.
either.
I won't
You should
spoil
watch it.
Like,
You should watch it. It's great.
All right.
yeah. From what I've heard about the first one, it's very unsettling, and then it kind of comes to head and just this one hell of a finish. It's not quite as just out there balls to the wall as something like Malignant, but it just that is a you know what? No, it is a close comparison. I'll just stick with that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, the last trailer to talk about is one that not enough people are talking about it. Forgotten Island.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for this while I was at the theater the other day, since I went to go watch the Marios.
Fucking DreamWorks,
and I was kind of surprised.
DreamWorks is dog walk at Disney with this trailer. Holy fuck, this looks so good.
The fucking animation is good. Oh fuck.
I don't know why I'm watching the trailer now. I thought for some reason it was the trailer where the people neighborhood get transported to like the Jurassic.
Oh no, that's Edge of Oak Street. I want to see that too.
That's yeah.
I was like, oh, what do you mean?
Someone copied the same homework, okay, and they changed it a little bit.
You're right. But no, just I want to see this not just because it looks good, but it's original. Just two friends going to this forgotten island that have basically shared this close bond and have this friendship bracelet with all these charms with their memories. They know all these little things about each other. The longer they stay on this island, the more these memories fade. So they have to stay together and remind each other of what's important and get out as fast as possible.
With this kind of like description, I'm like, they just made a Dark Souls movie. They just took a Dark Souls movie
Kinda
animation.
But also, these are very clear, like the weird girls in high school and college. But like I already in the trailer, I feel this is already it's a little cringy, but also totally accurate to how like weird girls in like high school, college are. Like when the 22 girl is trying to calm her, and I was like, I got one question for you: who let the dogs out? I don't have time for this. Who let the dogs out? Who? And like the who is basically just a breathing exercise where she's who. I was like, that's. I could see two friends having that. Yeah.
It's such a quirk, yeah.
It's a little cringy, but it's quirky, and I was like, yeah, no, I could believe that they have that thing between them. So, I, for the sake of originality and just kick-ass looking animation, I want to see this movie. This is probably
art direction on this is really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. This is kind of insane.
I mean, if you want to compare it to Mario movie, to me, Illumination, they still make everything look good. To me, it's like they're like Pixar though. They can make everything look good, but I don't know. The quality of some of the movies is
dipping. Yeah, it's been dipping.
And then I didn't know this is directed by the guy who did Puss and Boots.
Puss and Boots. Yeah,
Puss and Boots. Last Wish.
I got you.
Hell yeah.
And like Last Wish was not a movie I expected DreamWorks to ever do because the art style, animation, everything was different.
I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. Holy shit.
Yeah, story about death. It's like literally, interesting.
The fact that the Karai's death was so cool. That's such a unique twist.
But yeah, like hell, that alone is just it makes me more excited for this. Like the bar is a little high, but like I don't know, man. I think this could pull it off. I think this could be one of one of the better or at least potentially great animated films of this year. Like I hope it does. I see the potential. And
the nominees this year is gonna be crazy stack. I just realized,
dude, for so many. Like I've already seen a few movies, and I'll talk about them shortly. About just things that are probably going to hit certain categories. I know whether or not I agree with them, but in fact, you know what? Might as well just get to it because the last segment before we get to the actual tier list is called New and Recent Films. This is basically put aside if any of us has seen something new in theaters or just generally something new to them they wanted us to give a little quick shout out, talk about before. I've seen two things in theaters these past 2 weeks. That movie They Will Kill You, which was really fun, and the Mario Galaxy movie. Very different movies, but before I rant and rave about those, though,
I haven't been. I haven't really gone to theaters in a couple of months. I hate to admit that. I remember the last movie I saw in theaters was. Honestly, like I've just been busy the last couple of months. I've watched, I keep up with like one or two anime shows, but I haven't really watched anything beyond that.
Oh yeah, like that's why I'm thankful for the movie club stuff I'm part of, because free movie passes is how I see movies nowadays.
And if I had an Alamo Draft House near me, I'd be going there more often.
Oh, dude,
fair. That's so fair.
Absolutely.
I know. The closest one is like 45 minutes away from me. I'm like, I might as well go to Denton for that then.
Yep.
Yup.
That's the I guess to start with one is the first one I saw it's we call They Will Kill You. Have you all seen the trailers for that movie?
Is that the Zazie Beat one?
Yeah,
where she fights a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen the trailer, yeah.
It is.
I have to, yeah.
It has a very. It's not as explicit as, not as grindhousey, but it has a very Kill Bill style of editing. Where he's like it's very fun in that regard, and some of the kills are awesome. Yeah, there are some action sequences that are just. Like the ballroom sequence, I will happily rewatch again. Oh my god. But
my god,
oh my god! When I describe this movie, when I start, people get the impression that this movie is bad. It's not bad. It's a fun movie, but because it leans so far into its style and theme, and it is more of there's a lot of blood in this movie. There's a lot of just violence for the sake of violence. But if I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to see it in theaters unless you know what you're getting into and you're excited for that concept. But I would still say it's worth a watch no matter what. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might pick it up when it comes on digital.
Yeah. Well, it is very good. There's like only one scene in the entire movie that I'm so fucking nitpicky on, because it's just like one little thing happens and it's that they never address it. And like these two characters make up about something, and just like, yeah, but the only reason this happened is because that character did that. Why aren't you? It bugs me more than it really should, and I've been trying to get over that. But no, like the fights are good, and it's actually no, this isn't a twist because this is in like one of the trailers, but the whole staff there is basically a Satan worshiping cult. Like
okay.
Yeah, like everyone there is, including like high tier guests, and it's designed around that's. So there is some visuals at the end that are kind of gnarly and kind of cool. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But
nice.
But
yeah, I'd be down to watch it when it comes out.
Yeah. Now, the second movie I saw that's been getting a lot of mixed reviews all over the place is the Mario Galaxy movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
My thoughts on it are a little against the grain, but I will just say this: when I sit down and think about it, let it rest for a second, and I don't think it's as good as the first one, but it's not worse by much. That being said, there is a lot of good in it. Like, we got a lot more Charlie Day as Luigi. He does great. There is we still get a lot of good scenes with Bowser, of course. Chris Pratt Mario is about the same. It's just like, they could do someone better. Except for one scene. Okay, this is going to sound like such a weird, fucking stupid praise. but they're at the very end of the movie. There's like one more scene where Chris Pratt as Mario has to basically jump in the air and do a wahoo. But when he delivers it,
Whoa.
that one wahoo was the most authentic Mario like one he had done in 2 movies.
Agreed, yeah.
And it just like right at the end, I'm just like, it caught me so off guard because just how it framed, how he said it, is just like, whoa, that actually sounded like Mario. It took him 2 movies and we got one word that actually sounded like Mario. What the fuck?
It'll be the only time
Not
that
on my
happens.
bucket list.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Like, I will also say, like, my personal biggest problem with the movie is actually the ending. It is not that it's much of it's bad. It's just kind of a whole bunch of the movie is paced better than you'd think with how much they're throwing in there, and then the last third just like they resolve the conflict, and then the movie just kind of stops. And I'm just like, oh, really? We're not just gonna give it like a few minutes just to do the resolution? We're just okay. Our movie's over. Yay! So I'm kind of, I
Gotta
think
move
that's
on to the next one because it's a whole cinematic universe.
100%. Like they already did some tease. They already showed Daisy in the after credits. I know I don't like doing spoilers, but like
It was bound to happen. I mean, it's a Mario movie.
Yeah, this is one of those things. I'm pretty sure the next movie is going to have characters like Wario and Daisy and whatnot and other Nintendo characters. This movie had cameos galore.
That's what I've heard.
They had Pikmin. There was Samus's ship in the shipyard. I've heard some people saw the Blue Falcon. I would have to rewatch it to verify. I wouldn't doubt it. But Fox's my favorite scene actually came from Fox when they first met him. He was explaining his whole backstory, and they had this animated sequence that was also kind of retro, like neon aesthetic. And he was talking about how he got there. It says, "Yeah, my warp drive broke, and I ended up here, and I've been trying to fix it ever since. I guess that's what you get when you're frog as an engineer." And after he says that, the entire screen basically shows Slippy's icon from the N64 game taking up the entire screen. I'm pretty sure they did a Slippy jump scare for the entire audience.
What the hell?
I don't know. It was so out of nowhere because when it happened, I even heard a kid behind me go,
It's so weird though.
It's so weird. But in the moment it's kind of funny, but it is so fucking weird. And that's what I want to say. A lot of people are shitting on it, and this movie is not for everybody. I went in with like low to mid expectations. Just like I kind of enjoyed the first one for what it was. I just want the same thing again. See Mario jump, go wahoo, and just fun locations. And that's what I got. If your expectations are there, you're gonna have a good time watching this. It's not a perfect movie. Depending on what comes out this year, it might be in the nomination list for Best Animated Movie. It really should not be. No matter how much I like this movie more than the audience, it is not an animated movie film of the year. And I don't even think it's Best Adaptation. Let's just set that line right fucking now.
I mean, it's gonna make $1 billion regardless.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. The biggest thing this movie accomplished for me is how much I would love a Star Fox revival and a Star Fox movie in that aesthetic they gave him. Because Glenn Powell is a great casting choice for Fox McCloud.
I was impressed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So you did see the movie as well?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed the experience, and I will agree that the first one was better. Just in general, the hype and everything, the story was just, to me, it was better.
Yeah. I think this one, another way it suffers is, there's all this stuff in the background of the first movie that people are just like, oh my god, look at all these power-ups, look at all these things from this game, and yeah, like all the, like, ooh, look at this. This one had more of that, but they had to get more obscure with it. So there was to the point where some things that were in the background or even main points were a little. Some people probably like, why is a dragon there? You never played Mario Odyssey, right? It's like
or Rob. Who the fuck is Rob?
Dude, the Rob scene was funny for like
I put Rob in there.
he is.
Yeah, they did.
There's like this central hub where like navigating between galaxies, and Rob is basically in the info desk. And the scene with Rob is funny for a few seconds. It quickly drained me. Oh my god, just I was Mario in that scene. Just holy shit. It was funny for the first 10 seconds, but just get on with it.
They had to do it 5 times, don't you know?
Dude, I know. And another, you could have cut down that movie and just cut down like a minute there and give it a little more time in the ending, and the movie would have been better for it.
So, like, in Fox's whole backstory, was it like animated 2D?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I found a clip on Twitter. Somebody goes, "How
surprised me."
Well, it says how it feels to inform how to info dump to normies, and it just speeds up that whole process. So
Yeah,
that little jump scare just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, so you see it like it just takes something. It's so funny though in the theater when it's basically just 99% of your fucking visual. It's so fucking hilarious. But
I wasn't
what an
prepared for
odd
the
twist.
enemy.
oh yeah.
I was like, "What? They're adding animation, my 2D animation, in my 3D worlds? That's crazy."
Yeah. It's like I don't think the movie is as bad as people are claiming. I know there's some people who hate it, probably don't like it, just not into Mario. That's fine. Just go in with tempered expectations. Remember, this is a kids movie by Illumination. I do agree with you about the animation quality. I think there are moments in this movie that look genuinely good. I think most of those are actually reserved for like the last third, but that does have this weird Illumination thing where if it doesn't have to look good, they're going to be a little more basic with like movement and whatnot. But it feels fewer than it would be in something else, in other newer movies. You know, this movie is fine. It's not bad. It's not groundbreaking. It's perfectly fine, perfectly okay movie.
It was pretty much as safe as you can be
Yes.
without any expedition dump. It's just go, 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 go.
You could tell
Easy,
that,
simple.
yeah, you can tell that Nintendo's influence made this go from absolute cash grab garbage to decent. Like,
Yep.
and
Because I was thinking about it too. It was like, what other cameos were there in the first one? I completely forgot Donkey Kong was there, bro.
Yeah, Donkey Kong played a main role though. Like I think that's now the standard they've set for themselves. If they do a third one, is another crossover with something else. I can't even think of what they would do though. But
You already know. They already kind of teased it.
well, yeah, they're doing Daisy, but I mean, like as far as villains,
No. I'm saying like the vehicles. They're gonna do Mario Kart next.
Oh God, the Mario Kart movie,
The Smash Brothers movie we're talking about.
dude. They could do.
It would be cool, but that has to build. I think this is what they're gonna do, the Marvel verse type of stuff, where they introduce the characters first into a Smash.
Yeah, I know some people have claimed
Into a Smash.
I think some
Into a
people have
Smash.
claimed that because of that hub, they basically locked themselves out of a Smash Brothers movie. I'm like, what? No. And if anything, they've basically confirmed that they can do it because Fox alone confirms, yep, multiple universes exist and they all converge here. So all these characters.
And he
can
went
now-
in a black hole.
Right.
He is one of the reasons why it's possible.
They just casually confirmed that all of these characters can meet up whenever the fuck they want, and they don't have to question it. It's a kids movie, so after they do a few moves of these characters, they just do Smash Bros and call it a fucking day. Like
Me looking for Ganon and Link movie to actually show.
well, that's getting that now. That's the one that's going to be all eyes are on because it's getting that live action series.
Yeah, live action. Yeah.
So like I hope that one is good, but now I don't want to linger too much on this. I guess
Yep.
switch over to
I'm ready.
The tier list: Alien versus Predator. Ah yes. Here we are. Move a few things around here. Boom.
We go.
All right. So immediately F tier is going to be Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right. First, a quick explanation of the rules of this tier list. Why it's the Alien vs Predator. So basically, we're putting the two franchises head to head. There is a clear omission here, and that is Alien Earth. The reason for it is twofold. One is it's a series that, from what I've watched of it, is less about continuing the alien story and more about expanding the world around it, you know?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of world exhibition.
And I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
There's two of these I haven't seen too in the movie section. I think it's the last two, Killers and Badlands.
Don't worry, I have seen all of these. But
I believe
I no, but the other reason we're stopping is like we're having AVP, both those AVP movies will count towards both sides. But barring those two, each franchise will then have 7 movies on under their belt. There's a perfect even split. And then I have numbers assigned to each rank: S, A, B, C, D, E, and F is -1. Basically, I'm going to form the average for each series at the end of it, and it'll be based off average, not cumulative. It'll be average.
Nice.
So like we're doing like a star rating, like everything together, high rating and low ratings. What's the rating of the Predator movie? What's the rating of the Alien movie, of the Alien franchise? And we're going to see which one has the better movies, and then we'll also see on the tier list which one is the best of the best. So like maybe a scenario where like, oh, Aliens is like the best movie, but Predator has the better. I don't fucking know. I don't know how this is going to go. Like I'm going to keep track of it in the background. Like Griffin already has one movie immediately, but I think there's one and only one that I can think of that I would put as low as F, but I am going to put a few low. So
I can think of I know one.
I think everyone's thinking of the same one.
Pretty sure the same one. Just put it in F.
Just put it in there.
We'll get there. We'll get there. All right.
Just throw it under the bus.
Well, don't worry. We'll get there quick. All right. I think these are organized in release order, I think. But so I guess we'll start with the first Alien. So benefit. I'm glad you said that. So the reason, like, we're gonna take the average of all three of us, see if we can kind of compromise between the three of us where this is gonna go. I personally agree, Alien is A tier. I know a lot of people hold it in high regard, but with the benefit of hindsight, I know there's better things later. And when I rewatched it, I think we remember all the good stuff, but forget there are some moments that drag and just kind of. It's not a perfect movie. Yeah, it's not a perfect movie. It's a damn good one though.
I mean, it's a 70s movie as well, and 70s movies to me always feel like there are parts where stuff just drags out because.
Yeah, so I am also in the A tier camp. What do you think, Mr. Zero Dark Long?
Yeah, I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I'm gonna go with the A as well.
Easy money. That is A.
It's a classic for a reason.
Yep.
Is A for Alien. I'm gonna mark that number real quick.
Okay. Oh God.
But in space, no one can hear you in space.
Space.
Now, Aliens, however, I slightly joked about it a second ago. I think Aliens is S tier.
Oh, it is. It edges out Alien, and plus, it's honestly one of the better films to ever get better than the original as a sequel.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. See, this is.
I mean, everything is elevated in the movie, and it works.
Everything's elevated, but when I rewatch this is one of those films that on paper it shouldn't work, but it does.
Yeah, it really shouldn't, yeah.
Because it's taking this outer space slasher and turning it into this character-focused, testosterone-filled military drama where you're fighting multiple aliens. And it works. And part of the reason is Ellen Ripley, who's just one of the best fucking heroines ever put to fiction, in my opinion. At least in the first 2 movies. We'll get there. But don't worry, spoilers. But yeah, all right. I feel like this is kind of this is the easy part. We might have some divisive opinions, but yeah, Aliens in A tier, Aliens solid, solid
Bill
S tier.
Paxton's in Aliens. That's also an immediate S tier.
Hell yeah, brother!
that?
Game over, man. Game over.
Game over, man.
All right, now the first Predator movie. Okay, is it weird
God, I
to
wish-
say that I also want to put this in A and not quite S tier?
Yeah, I wish there was like an
That's a fair statement.
A and a half.
A
Something.
A and a
double
half.
A,
I would say if anything,
A
it's
plus.
A. Yeah, it's A tier, but it's more than Alien.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, okay.
It's in the front. Yeah, it's in the front seat of A.
Right there.
It's classic. It's iconic.
It's
Got so many memes and one-liners.
Well, I also I should address this now. Like the way I judge movies personally is I don't think there's that many things that you can be universally used to judge movies. There is some like stuff as far as just quality of acting, but the ultimate factor is just what is the movie trying to do and does it succeed? I don't think it's like outside of both being sci-fi genre like movies, Predator and Alien are very different. Like Predator is it's kind of a slasher, but it's definitely more military focused. It's definitely about
It's
just,
straight up action.
It's straight up action.
It's an action thriller because you're
Yeah.
wondering who or what the thing is. When Alien, it's like, well, you want to know what the thing is, but at the same time, you don't.
Exactly. So
you are in what's called a horror tensity state.
So yeah, like whenever I say Predator is an A tier movie, it's just it has all the kind of flaws you'd expect from around this time period, where some things are a little shaky. But this movie clearly set out to do a very specific thing, and between the charm of the actors and the kick-ass effects of the Predator himself, it did.
Most of them were practical. Holy.
Yeah.
I mean, the classic trivia is, was it Jean-Claude Van Damme was in like the original alien suit they had, which still looked nothing like the Predator.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I mean, you literally also have like a minute and a half of them just wasting a forest for no reason. And I was just like, oh, that's so cool just to fire your gun off and see nature leveled.
So, now we did this whenever we did the when me, Lex, and Blexen did the tier list for the VHS segments.
Did you choose them because of the names?
Not at the time. Not at the time, but it always makes me laugh. But but basically, like as we go through the movies, opinions and where we want to sit things do change. So right now, I'm happy with Predator at A tier. If we really want to differentiate it later on and get to the end of the movie and just like we really should bump that up to S tier, I'm fine with that. But for now, A tier.
Let's just get them seated.
Yeah. So it's just as we go along these movies, we'll just kind of like look at how it sits with everything. It's like, is that how we picture it? And like adjust it as we go.
That's
fair.
That's how we tier shit.
Yeah. Predator 2. Okay. It's good. It's not as good as the first one.
It does interesting things that I like, but it's not. Yeah, it quite doesn't have that. How should I say? Bravado the first one has.
No, it did.
I must say solid B, to be honest.
That's exactly where I'm at too. But
yeah, I would give it a good B plus.
Yeah, I'm exactly there too, and it's mostly because the concept of just obviously the concrete jungle, but Donald Glover is such an. We don't talk about Donald Glover as an actor enough in this world. He's so
crazy.
Great.
Is it Danny Glover?
Is it Danny Glover or Donald Glover? Am I mixing up two?
Danny Glover, because Donald McGlover is a different person.
Yeah, I am so bad at that.
Donald Glover. I should fucking know who that is.
It's all right.
No, yeah,
he's from the Community.
Oh, I know.
Okay, yeah. I know you're talking about now. Danny Glover. Danny Glover. The dude from Predator 2 is Danny Glover. Donald Glover is the dude. Donald Glover's Childish Gambino, isn't he?
Yeah, he is trying to Gambino.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's Yoshi. Yeah, he's Yoshi.
Yeah, Danny Glover. Get that name right. did do a great job for what he got in the movie.
I love the opening to the movie because it's so stupid and ridiculous. Like, it's the year 2019, and then there's like this random gunfight, but it's also just this heavy war zone on a small block.
Yeah.
Just rolls up. He's like, "Nah, I got this shit." He's firing through, gets in a car, just laying on the gas while he's like leaning out the door, just shooting. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?"
All right.
It's got fun stuff though, like the ending where he goes into the ship and he sees all the other predators.
Oh yeah,
It's-
just that whole
that was
ending.
sick.
If the whole ending sequence, that
Yeah,
basically set.
even though it's weird that you can tell that they're not standing in anything because the fog is just so added in.
Griffin says, if nothing else, Predator 2 did give us the glorious behind-the-scenes clip of the
Oh
trip performers.
yeah.
This is true.
All right. Yeah, Predator 2 solid B. All right. I hope we're all in agreement. This is what we were thinking about. Alien 3.
Is there anything lower than F? Can we go G?
No, it's getting F. It's getting F. Does anyone want to make a case for higher than F tier for this movie?
That sounds like a
just it's aspects, but it's nothing that would ever really, I don't know, make it more. You know what I mean?
I'm fine with E tier because it adds nothing to the. In which
I think I probably just rate it higher because the stupid alien dog effect.
Yeah.
It just jiggles my jimmies.
So,
but we can keep it in E though, because I agree.
Yeah, it adds nothing to the franchise. It's such a mean-spirited movie. It's so depressing for no freaking reason, and it bugs me because when I was rewatching these, I realized that in the first two movies, so even though that wasn't the main focus, there was this underlying theme of hope in a hopeless situation that was kind of just in the background there in both of the first two movies. And then 3 just takes the opposite route of just, well, shit sucks. Guess we all die.
I don't like the aesthetic of it either. It's just brown.
It's brown. It's dirty. It's just bad.
It's brown industrial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw that shit in the ground after you get it off your shoe.
Yeah. E tier, and if we grow to hate it a little more, I'll drop it to F tier. That one's that we're being generous, but you're standing on a very, very, very weak ledge. Alien 3.
We had to have one Alien movie for the other ones to run, you know.
Oh yeah. All right. Now, Alien Resurrection, low fucking bar. I liked it more than Alien 3.
Yeah. I think it's C- movie.
I'm kind of there. I'm there too, but it's entirely because of actors like Ron Perlman.
True.
It's like they make a bad sci-fi movie bearable. We're all good with like C tier for that.
C, yes, he's fine.
Yeah, I kind of have a weird inkling to the hybrid because it gives a lot of different lore implications. I guess more in hindsight now.
Absolutely. They're okay. The reason there's a movie I'm going to talk about later that I'm going to just glaze all fucking over, but it references this to a degree, and God, this movie was so weird. The coolest part of this movie is the alien using its own blood to do a jailbreak.
Oh yeah, that does happen.
That does happen. Oh my god.
Yeah, like I think there's like little sprinkles of cool ideas in this just bad and funny acting in this bad sci-fi movie. That's why I don't want to rank it low, but I know it's not a good movie.
It really does teeter though on a C and D somewhere in there.
Yeah,
I'll give it benefit of the doubt with just some concepts for a low C.
Low C, okay, yeah.
Maybe a high C if I want some juice.
Hey.
Damn.
All right, so that's marked there. All right, the first Alien versus Predator movie. After a long hiatus, this came out.
I think it is a good, solid middle B.
Solid middle
Especially
B.
I was
if
thinking
you
B
ju-
and A.
Yeah, especially if you just consider it more of like it's a pure summer action blockbuster.
Yeah,
Yup.
it's fun for what it is. It accomplishes. It's like one of the few movies in the later run or that weird middle run of both of these franchises that I would just actively watch again. So yeah, I know it's I would also put it. It's lower than Alien, definitely higher than Predator 2.
To me, this movie falls in this category, and it probably doesn't matter anymore. Probably back then, where like, yeah, you could channel surf, and if it was on, it's like, okay, I put it on because like this movie
Yeah.
would always be on. So it always became, and like I judge a movie by that sometimes too. It's like if it comes on, but I'm like, I do kind of want to watch it. I think
Yeah,
it fits right there. I don't remember if it has like major lore implications or tied to anything. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not versed in the Alien Predator lore.
Oh, you're good.
I just know that the movie to me just gives me the action flick jimmies, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about that. I'm like, yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah.
It's a mass appeal movie that like literally mass appeals.
Yep.
Yeah. And remember, Alien versus Predator and its sequel, for all the good and negative we're gonna get to, count for both, just to keep it fair. So
why? They're two separate movies. They're
I'm
they're
saying
directed by two.
I know. I'm saying like Alien VP, its score is going to go towards the Alien side and the Predator side, as will the.
Okay.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Nah, but throw this one an F.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen. It's not a good movie even from a story perspective, but why I hate it? It's too fucking dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
so dark.
This movie to me just justifies that Alien 3 is a 0 and that this is a -1. Because Alien 3 adds nothing. This feels like it takes away from both franchises in the worst way.
It does. It should.
Yeah.
Because man, I saw it in theaters, and even the theater I saw it in was just so hard to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can tell it's a bit more low budget too, because well, since it's so dark, they could just CGI whatever, and you couldn't tell. It's a nonsensical movie too when you think about it.
It absolutely is. Like nothing. I'm gonna sound like a turbo fucking nerd when I say this. It's like nothing they do really follows the lore of either character. It's like, why do the xenomorphs need to specifically impregnate pregnant women? I don't fucking get that.
Exactly. Yeah, that was like what? Hello. No explanation. Just woman pregnant.
No other movie did that shit. It's so weird. It feels like a fetish movie disguised as a sci-fi versus movie.
Trying to see who directed this. The Brothers Strauss. You remember that name? I don't think they really made much.
I think they literally are one and done. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, I wonder why.
No, they made that movie Skyline. Does anybody remember Skyline?
I remember the name. Nope. That's about it.
This is the first time hearing it.
It was, see, I think it came out like, let me just go to Wiki. It came out 2010. I remember with this, it's just some low budget alien movie, but it had Donald Faison. He's the guy who plays Turk in Scrubs, and so it was always weird to me to see him in it. God. Yeah, it's just an alien invasion movie, but it's just so low budget and bad.
Oh shit! All right, is it as bad as that weird Amazon War of the Worlds thing that came out?
No,
Skyline, the 2010 sci-fi thriller.
Yeah. Or, no. Oh, it's a science fiction disaster film. That's what it's labeled.
Oh.
Skyline.
There's a film. Oh wait, they made 3 others.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, what?
Okay. Yeah, the second one's called Beyond Skyline 2017, Skyline 2020, and then Skyline Warpath last year. Who directed this? Uwe Boll?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, they directed this movie, and it's not good.
Well, we didn't remember the 3 movies that they came out with, so I'm pretty sure it's within good reason to assume it was not a good.
Oh wow, But they've done some iconic music videos. Like they did Linkin Park's Crawling in 2000, the I Stand Alone by Godsmack,
Dang.
Poem by Taproot. Holy fuck,
What
Taproot.
the hell?
Price to Pay by they did like a lot of those. 2 Flyleaf songs. Oh, Love in the Club featuring Usher and Young Jeezy. Holy shit.
What the hell?
What a
So I
fucking
guess
They're
weirdo.
better. They're better off in short form content, I think.
Yeah, make your music videos.
It's so random to have just, hey, I have a movie background, but I make better music videos.
For
That's
real.
crazy. That is
yeah.
crazy. Anyways.
Yeah,
Alright.
not a good movie.
So next movie is Adrien Brody versus the Predator.
Oh, I think it beats original Predator. I love this movie. I love
enjoyed
everything
it.
this movie does.
Would you put this as that tier?
Not quite. I think it drags on.
Okay, I was about to say because I
when
kind of
Lawrence Fishburne shows up. I like his character, but he does drag it a little bit too far.
I was about to say because I'm a firm A on this movie as well.
I'd say A+.
Yeah.
I love the idea it represented.
Stacked cast too, man.
Oh, great cast!
Walton Goggins before he really got known too.
Like the idea of this big old hunting world they had. Such a
serial killer Venom.
Yeah, dude. Oh man.
Also, like Adrien Brody at this point, because I think nowadays he's more just like the serious dramatic actor, especially after The Brutalist. But like, I think when did that come? This come out 2010, 11?
Yeah, I think 2010.
And I think a few years before that, he did the the Darjeeling Limited, that movie. Whoever directed, Wes Anderson, that movie. So it was really weird to see him go from that to like, I'm gonna take on predators with my gun. We've been transported to a planet. I mean, how can you, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie, you could probably blink this in the podcast, but like the samurai guy or the Japanese guy with his little duel,
Yeah,
I was so good.
Ooh,
I love this movie. I love the concept of it too.
Yeah, no, like I feel, and I think I'm going to touch on more of this later. I feel that Predator has done more expanding its world while keeping it focused at the same time. Whereas Alien, it kind of does either or. Either it's going to tell the whole story of like Weyland-Yutani, or it's going to expand its world. It never does both.
But like, I'm always surprised they really didn't follow up Predators with more of that. Like, it's such a simple concept. Like, yeah, they have a hunting world and they just gather dangerous criminals, I guess, from like different planets. It was just Earth's time.
Ooh, I can't wait to tell you about one of the movies later that I think you haven't seen. But all right,
I'm sure it's one of the animated ones. Yeah.
So, all right, now Prometheus. I'm kind of stuck on B tier with Prometheus.
No, it's right in between the B and C for me. Though for me, if you could just cut out all the bullshit and the stupidity of the movie, I do kind of like the lore implications.
Yes.
Even though they're odd.
They're odd and they're dumb, and to step away from just the lore perspective of it, let's be honest, the whole reason this movie is supposed to work is because these super scientists, or whatever the fuck they are, don't know how to use their own fucking equipment and forgot a map. I'm sorry. It's a bad movie. It has bad writing.
I'm glad I never watched it. Damn.
Yeah, no. Great ideas, great effects, and sometimes it can be smart. The movie just is dumb, right?
So there's a scene, you can see it in the trailer, where the spaceship they're on is like a crescent spaceship, and so it rises in the air, and you see in the trailer as it falls, it's falling on its side though, and you would think if that thing is falling and you're running in its path, I don't know, go to the side,
right? Yeah. These people are dumb.
One character just doesn't do. Oh, dude, this. Like I said, I like lore. It's got that weird mystify, but like it makes so many stupid decisions for the characters. Like one character literally does the whole, oh, well, I'll just take off my helmet for no reason. It's safe.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
This makes me this makes
yeah,
me want to set it firmly at C+. It's better than Alien 3.
Yeah, I agree.
It's better than Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, but because it is a very competently made movie, but the characters are too dumb. The writing is just so poor that it falls. And also, it started this trend in the next two Alien. Well, the next Alien movie are so damn confusing.
I know, because he wanted. I think really Scott wanted to do a whole cinematic universe because, that was the big thing then.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it just you didn't need to do that. Aliens didn't really need that deep of lore. You could have just been like, yeah, they're some species that they're from space. Whoa. Because you care. I don't know if I should say spoilers because it involves kind of the very end.
I don't care. At least not.
Well, for the podcast though.
Oh, okay.
For
spoiler alert.
I will put a spoiler alert because when I edit this, I'm basically going to break it down into sections. So, while we're talking about Prometheus, I'll just put a little spoiler alert in the description.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Well, anyway, so you remember at the end, the little blue alien that screams?
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently that's called the Deacon. It's not the progenitor to aliens. It's just some offshoot because there's some alien Prometheus comics after that, and it just turns into a giant mountain range.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, none of it makes sense, and we'll get to it in a few because the second movie after this, but the time period's weird. They just kill off a character. Yeah, it's so strange because I don't know what they were doing, to be honest.
All right. Now, Alien Covenant, when I first saw Alien Covenant, I didn't remember a damn thing from this movie because it was so fucking boring. But looking back on it now and I know what to look for in these movies, it's Alien Covenant, it's better than I remember it, not by much. I also kind of make it a C tier, personally.
It's just, I don't even know what that movie's trying to do because that whole, like I said, Shaw, they kill off Shaw in between.
Yeah.
David somehow gets a body again. Then he gets the black goo, which is never explained what the fuck the black goo is. Yeah. And then he just goes to their planet, maybe one of their planets, the big old white people, and just kills, or at least kills a city. I don't know.
It's just apparently these cyborgs worship the xenomorph. I don't fucking. The movie's weird. It
just doesn't make sense. It's what?
Being what nice, I want to put it in C minus. But do you think that's too high?
Yeah, it's lower than Prometheus in my opinion.
Yeah.
At least Prometheus tried to do something new, but this just felt like some weird follow-up that didn't know what to do because the reaction to everybody seeing Prometheus was
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about it. That's kind of where my thoughts are on this because again, when I first saw this, it left me just empty. It was just boring. I think the worst thing a movie could be is boring, and this movie was boring. When I rewatched it, I remember some more scenes, especially from the actor who played the cyborg. He was fucking Magneto, but he has good acting.
Holy shit! Why am I blanking on his name right now?
You know what I'm talking about.
It's not Benedict Cumberbatch.
No, Michael Fassbender.
That's it.
He has good scenes in the movie. It's just that's literally the only good thing I could say about that. This one guy has some good acting scenes, and that is just you can't carry an entire boring ass movie with just that. I give it 1 point for Michael Fassbender's scenes. That's about how I feel. Angel, do you have any way to convince us it should be higher or lower?
I don't have a say because I don't really particularly remember this one.
Nobody does.
No one does.
It just feels like a fever dream, what you guys were talking about.
Yeah. This whole duology of Prometheus and Alien Covenant is a fever dream. It's
I mean, it is the whiplashes are so just like what, like Danny Glover or not Danny Glover? God damn it, Danny McBride's in it. Billy Crudup too. You know, he's the guy who played Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've seen his penis.
Oh my god.
can't believe.
I want to talk about the rest of the movies I have better things to say about them. Like the Predator. This movie's dumb.
You have better things to say for the Predator.
Look, the movie's dumb, but at least it's a fun dumb.
I really didn't like this movie. It's written and directed by Shane Black, and I like Shane Black stuff, but it just wasn't it.
Like it's a bad movie. It's dumb. Holy shit! The fucking it feels like a modern version. Remember Star Kid? Or maybe the Guyver, like Star Kid or the Guyver.
Oh, Star Kid, yeah.
It feels like the same fucking.
I forgot about that too.
Oh my god!
It feels
this movie.
It feels like the same tone of that movie. Yeah, Griffin says, "There's the F tier."
There's the F tier.
Look, it's dumb. It's awful.
It's just not good.
It's
sorry.
not a good movie. The whole. Oh my god!
I'm glad I missed a lot of the bad films.
Dude, you did for a solid decade.
So many bullets.
For a solid decade, both of these franchises were drowning. But
damn,
like, I don't know. Is it weird to say that is because of those dumb fun moments? I do like it more than Requiem, but I would put it in E. Do you think that's fair?
Here's the thing, though. I think I'd rate it higher than AVP2 just because I could see what was going on. So I agree.
Yeah.
So E tier.
And listen. Look, the weaponized autism sounds fine on paper, but it just did not play out as good in the film.
Weaponized autism.
That's what it was, though.
That's what it was.
Autism is a superpower, according to the Predator.
It's like, I'm sure that's a cool idea and concept. It just did not translate.
It's so embarrassing. Congratulations, Alien 3. You're not going to be dropped down to F because the Predator broke your fall. So if you really want to...
Yeah, it's a scene. Also, I'm going to post this video in your movie talk thing, because I don't know where else to post it, but It's these two guys just ripping the movie The Predator, or at least discussing it. They're funny.
Nice. I'll have to take a look at that.
All right. Now, Prey. Now we're back to the good stuff. Prey.
Yeah, Prey. I liked it way more than I thought I would. Honestly, I think it's a good, solid B.
Solid B. I would put it in A, right tied with Alien, personally.
Maybe, okay, for me, B plus.
B plus. What do you think, Angel?
I haven't seen it, but from what I gathered from prior knowledge, I heard it wasn't that good. It barely made its budget, from my understanding.
No, it was good. It was good. But you know what? Because of how much I'm going to be advocating for certain scores of the other movies, I'm fine for a B plus on this movie.
I did like the design with the Predator, though.
The design
it's so simple, but man, it worked.
It's a B plus. My personal score is like A minus. I put it like on par with Alien. Like I think this is a very recommended movie, but I do definitely like it more than AVP. For sure. So I'm satisfied with it being there. Okay. God, fucking weaponized autism. So
that is intense.
All right. Okay.
What happened?
Alien Romulus. I am going to sit. I'm going to fight you for an A or an S tier on this movie.
It's not S tier.
Okay.
It is not
I
S
say
tier.
I'm fine with A tier because my specific.
I'm the outlier. Then I'm gonna go a B, maybe
Okay.
a B minus.
Maybe a B minus. So I'm gushing about this movie in particular because it to me is the missing link of the Alien franchise. Because it takes elements from everything, from the first one to Prometheus that just made no fucking sense, and it attempts to tie them together in a somewhat cohesive way. It was the first movie in order that tried to expand the world and create a through line for everything, even Prometheus and Covenant. And I really appreciate it. But I'm okay with an A or a B. I'm leaning more towards A, only because I think whether or not you think this is a great Alien movie or just a good one is entirely dependent on how you feel about the last 20 minutes.
I can kind of agree, but there's stuff in between that I didn't enjoy.
Yeah.
I think like they still had some dumb deaths. I didn't like it. I'm not a big fan when characters do something and then they say an iconic line that it's like, how the fuck would you know that?
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
Or
I
like
hate
that.
I hate that I don't care. This is a spoiler. I hate that the android dude said bitch. Like I
he
don't,
does like get away from you, bitch. I'm like, come on.
He should have just said you get away from her and just that's it. That's it.
Just be cool. Do your own thing.
Yeah, and even just doing that low-key reference without saying bitch would have been fine because those characters were established to have that brother and sister connection. So him just the protective instinct kicking in at the crucial moment and going get away from her makes sense while being a subtle callback.
Also, like great character, great actor though, who just like
for sure
transition between that both personalities like that. Like, oh my god.
Oh yeah. I do agree there's dumb depths, but the movie did. Maybe it's because the Alien movies that came before it were such a low bar, but I would say these characters aren't necessarily. They're not dumb. Like
but maybe some. I wanted some instances to play out differently. Maybe that's what.
The biggest one that comes to mind is like whenever they land, they start extracting, they find out where they need to go. I'm just thinking there's this weird shot of like the shuttle, like, oh, it's gonna fall. I guess it's a weird travel plot device. And immediately they're like, all right, we gotta go there. So we don't want to be here long. Two people get on the ship and move it around to the closer shuttle bay while the rest stay together and move forward. And I'm just like, what wait, people actually doing something smart? The fuck?
It'll happen sometimes.
I know it's so weird in these movies, and I want to acknowledge that. That's why, like, I understand you rating it a B. I do, but like, because of how bad the ones became before it, or like, I just like, it was the first time in a long time we got an Alien movie this good, so I kind of want to reflect that by giving it the A minus right below Alien.
I'll say this though, out of all the at least Alien movies, aesthetically, it's my favorite one.
Yeah.
It just, man, it looks good. I'm a big fan that they still keep these like 1970s-ish ship designs where like it's a lot of big, almost so like, you know, I work in sports broadcasting. You ever see like the punching table with all the little lights and squares? It's basically that.
Yeah.
And I like it. It's like all these little squares do something, and it controls a giant ship that just goes through space. I've always loved that.
Okay.
And man, you get that shot where they get above the atmosphere, or they get actually into space, and you see the sun and all the planet. And especially when the ship is coming into one of the rings and hitting all the ice, and it just is slowly being eroded and blown up. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
All right.
Like I said, it's my favorite. I think it's one of the most aesthetically pleasing and shot Alien movies.
So I guess where we're at now is, so you want us to put it like kind of in the middle of B. I'm saying A minus, 0. Well, I want to compromise here. I want to take everyone's opinion here, and I want to just like, let's do my thing. What do you think?
Say A minus.
A minus. Okay.
That majority wins.
All right. So A minus. Like I personally would say, but like A minus, I think is a very fair. It is not when I really take it back. It's not as good as the first Alien movies, but it is a refreshing breath
Yeah.
of fresh air. And big asterisks. Some people are probably not going to like parts of this movie. It's probably going to be closer to B or C for some people. I think that's a
Yeah,
fair
that I think I remember that was kind of the consensus, but I at least appreciate that it was just a good Alien movie.
Yeah, absolutely. And that might be a decider, but I don't know. I'm looking at all the scores, but okay. Killer of Killers. Have you either of y'all seen Killer of Killers?
I have not seen either of these, but I know the premise of Killer Killers, at least all the 3 ones.
So what about you, Zero? Have you seen either of these?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna remove bias because I do.
Oh, Badlands, right? Is that the Badlands?
So there's Killer of Killers, and then we'll do Badlands. So have you seen either of those?
Okay. I've seen Badlands. I
Okay.
just couldn't tell because it's a little small for me.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We'll do Badlands in a bit. So Killer of Killers, it is an anthology movie. I liked it a lot. The animation was clean. I want to try to remove some bias because obviously I'm the type when I first see this, like, oh my god, S tier. But when I pull back the curtain a little bit, I try to like what works, what doesn't. There are segments that are better than others. I really like the unique designs for the Yautja. I really like that they have. Let's be real. We know.
Yeah,
what this,
I saw the big hulking one. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and we all know what this for is. Like, let's say a predator is fighting different eras in different countries, different styles of warriors to see what would happen. Like we have the Yautja fighting Vikings, and that was that one. I think is like a kind of a mid segment up to the fight itself. You had the segment with the far and like in Japan. That whole section was, oh, mwah. And then the third section was about the World War II pilot. I think I like that one. It's my personal favorite, but I do know it's a little not technically as good as the whole Japanese segment. And I think it's only because the character they put in the third segment isn't a warrior per se. He's literally just a pilot who's like really good at engineering. And the actual question is just a pilot who's just chunking planes out of the sky and taking like cockpits and skulls and just hanging them out as thing and just like, look at all these ships I destroyed. Which is
at least it feels like they've maybe are trying to branch out that whole race. It's not just oh, we can cloak and laser beam shoulder thing.
Yeah, and because of that, I the coolest part was obviously that was showing how these different people like actually take out the Yautja, which is difficult no matter who you are. Like they have to get a little creative. They do everything they can to still make it believable. Do y'all care about specific spoilers?
At least I don't.
I do because I do want to watch it.
Okay, I won't spoil. Then I will not spoil the last section at all. But there is a reveal about the entire Predator franchise that like you're like, oh well, that was for her. It's one of those things that when you realize that like they things are now connected in fun ways.
Are you talking about the Frozen?
Yes.
People, yeah. I've been spoiled on that one because it showed Schwarzenegger's character and Danny Glover's character.
Yes, and I don't like my spoil on that front, but like I won't go into like the how they escape or what happens after. I think this and Badlands together, I think, are great steps on what that franchise can become. I have mixed feelings on Badlands, both good and bad, but at least Predator, Killer of Killers. I'm teetering between A and S.
Yeah, I want to say S, but that's just me because I enjoyed the entire premise of it.
For
It-
Badlands?
No, not
Yeah.
Badlands.
No.
Not
Oh.
Badlands. Right,
I mean, hypothetically, I'd probably give it a good solid A.
well,
Because
right now, Killer of Killers. So Killer of Killers, I'll
oh,
give.
Killers. That's yeah.
Yeah, Killer of Killers, I'll give an A. I do
I'll let
like
you.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll let you.
right there. I think this is exactly where it goes.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Killer of Killers is right there.
I can agree. I can agree with that.
Better than the first Predator because it does more, but it doesn't quite edge out Predators. Like it does flesh out the world more, and it does give those oh fuck moments. It's a very very good movie. Recommend it for everybody. So yeah, okay. I'm seeing. I think my prediction I had for this is starting coming true, but the last one is Predator Badlands.
Yeah, this one I know nothing about. I mean, like I know the premise, but
So
I haven't seen it yet.
when the movie is good, it's phenomenal. The entire first section of this movie I think is great because the main character Dak, that Predator, like you basically see him with very little dialogue.
Dak.
Yeah, but you with very little dialogue, they basically just show life with like his brother who taught him how to hunt. He goes to this planet, and you see like those little with no motion things of him just like going around this environment, learning about the dangers, and just like making mental notes of just like, oh, that explodes. Oh, that creature lives here. This entire first section is something that's never been done in a Predator movie, but something I think most people wanted to see.
Yeah.
And it was such a cool section.
Like killing some big beasts and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
just basically hunting and surviving since he was on an off world.
So
Okay.
That's like the premise of the purpose why he was there.
And to jump to the end, like this movie also kind of crosses the bridge between Predator and Alien because Weyland-Yutani has a presence in this world. Like they're trying to capture this beast that he's trying to hunt, so they have their conflict with them and blah 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 yada yada. Defeat all the synths. Which is their fun way of basically hiring the same three actors to just do different
To play all the
Yeah.
androids, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I knew Weyland-Yutani was involved and all that because they spoil it in the first trailer.
Yeah.
Yep.
But so how you feel about that, I think is really going to teeter your thoughts on this movie. And I will also say I know they're technically called synths. My brain just wants to call them androids. But the synth that is basically hanging from his back the entire time that becomes his traveling companion, she starts annoying to me, but gets a lot more bearable.
Yeah, I was gonna say she does get annoying because she grows on you, I think is like the best way to phrase it.
Yeah. Also,
yeah.
Also, like when she basically learns his language and has these discussions about him, but he has. This is gonna sound like such a weird praise. I think they pinpointed exactly like the mannerisms and talking points of this hunter culture and what they actually would value. Like when she's telling him stories, just basically trying to teach him about like maybe sometimes you don't have to hunt alone and do teamwork. He's basically like, well, there's these creatures on Earth called wolves, and they hunt in packs. And his takeaway was, then I will slay the entire pack. It'll make a fine trophy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you sell the pelts, but shit.
Yeah. Like it's stuff like that, and I think this movie to me is a solid case of like you can do these franchises have a lot more under the belt that you could just expand upon with like the culture of the Outshot, with like the origins of the xenomorphs, and you can
don't forget there's also been a lot of comics for the Predator and Aliens as well.
They're absolutely,
even though it's mixed.
It's mixed, and I guess all the Dark Horse stuff and all that. That's a whole other can of worms.
Oh yeah.
But
actually, Batman versus the Predator.
Oh God, yeah. But as far as this movie, I'm teetering between S and A as well for this one. I do like it more than Killer of Killers, so I think if either of these were to get an S tier, this would be the one. But with it be an S minus because asterisk, there are
Yeah.
some annoying moments. But for every
Yep.
annoying moment, there is just all these well written
Positive.
moments or just these
The
really good effects
green.
and phenomenally just choreography.
I love the environment.
Also-
Jesus Christ.
Also, I got more laughs out of this I was expecting, and it's all from that damn monkey.
Yeah, that fucking monkey was goated.
Yeah, there's this weird little monkey creature that Dak basically just asserts his dominance. So this thing just basically just follows him around. It's like, oh, I guess you own me now, and just,
What?
yeah, and he tries to emulate every little thing he does. It's
Little dude.
yeah, he's just a little guy. But all right, yeah, S minus. It like it yeah. Are we? You think that's fair?
It says fair, yeah. I think that would make the most sense.
Okay.
For-
I haven't seen it, but I
currently.
can't honestly tell you.
Okay. So while I am tallying the averages here, one thing we can say, so our top 3 movies in the entire franchises, Aliens is the best of the lot, followed by Predator, Badlands, and Predators. So Predator gets the coveted bronze.
Yeah.
That I'm okay with that. Where is the calculator?
I think it's a solid list.
All right, so let's see. I'm gonna try to do the average, even though it doesn't change anything because I count for both. Just for my own numbers, I'm recording. So 4. Equals 2.5. Equals 2.2. Okay, that's the average for all the Alien movies. Really high highs, but really low lows. The quality seems to vary very greatly. I think there actually is an Alien movie on every rank. Yeah, there is.
That's
So
crazy.
so because of that, if the average for just the Alien movies is 2.5, right in the middle of the 0 to 5 scale.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if we include AVP and AVP Requiem with our rankings, because of that pesky -1, it'd be a 2.2. But again, that's not meaning much because that's going to count for both of them. That's why I'm doing both numbers. All right, so let me do Predator next. And let's see.
Yeah, that Alien, that feels like a fair Alien score. You saw Stupid Strong, and it just
dips.
has
And
it just has not recovered.
it just valleys, and it picks up towards the end there, but it's still just like trying to get like those high heights.
Yeah. Especially your weird ass tall guy at the end.
It's just the kitty man at the end.
Okay. All right. So if we include the AVP movies, then the rating for all of Predator is 2.7, barring AVP and AVP Requiem. For the Predator movies altogether, that makes its average 3.2 out of 5 for all the movies together. Above average.
Yeah, that tracks.
And I don't know if you saw this, but I made graphics for both because I didn't know how we'd do it. But that means our winner is the Predator. The Predator, according to the Kino Corner, has the better movies.
It's a more popular one too, honestly.
Yeah.
You don't see alien animated movies.
That is fair. Like that is fair. Now again, I want to put a small asterisk because we didn't count Alien Earth. I've heard mixed things about it. So from based off of those, I don't think it would have without it being S tier. I don't think it would have swayed the opinion in any other way. Which all reviews seem to point that it's good. It's just not that great.
I saw it came out. I saw people like the first episode, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll let it go. And I just never thought about it again.
Yep.
And apparently, it's the ending of season 2.
That's
So,
good.
maybe when season 2 comes out, I'll just go, yeah, I'll binge season 1 and start season 2 at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that'll do that. So yeah, the Aliens versus Predator in the movie list. I'll post the official everything on the Discord here when the everything goes out. But and actually, you know what? Let me go back to full screen mode here. Go back to that list. Let's get one more last look at the list here. The worst 3 movies from both are AVP Requiem, The Predator, and Alien 3, and that feels right.
No, I mean, I don't know where in any objective reality they're higher.
There's not. They're not.
Unless like you've literally discovered movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a rough choice when you couldn't see, being blind or being tricked with autism.
Jesus.
Pick your poison.
And that ending is just
Oh,
Weaponized autism wins the day. No. I'm sorry. But yeah, looks like there are a lot of movies in both, mostly Predator, but they're solid A. Both movies have an S rank movie. But what really saved Predator here is actually those 2 movies in B tier. Is that like AVP is Predator, the Predator aside, which is its own little oddity. It seems the Predator franchise is a little more consistent, where it just kind of goes to it's okay to really good.
I think Predator is easier to make, honestly, because Alien, like the Alien is just if anything, it's a more force of nature.
Yeah.
Like a predator is a thing like, oh no, this thing understands me. I'm gonna fight it. It's not just gonna like come out of the shadows, spit its thing through my head or heart, and that's it. It's like, no, this thing will like fight me with a katana.
Yeah. But yeah, I highly recommend watching Killer of Killers. It's on the Disney Plus Hulu bundle, I think.
I thought it was on.
Is it Hulu?
I thought it was on Netflix.
Maybe it's on Netflix. Hold on.
Or is it Badlands?
I
mean, either way, I can just download it. I'm that guy.
It's on Hulu.
Nice.
I think Badlands is going to be on.
All right. I will be that guy.
You're going to be that guy. All right. So I guess the last thing in order of business. First off, thank you all for joining today. And I think we actually did the impossible, a tier list episode that is basically hitting the 2-hour mark.
How long was the other one?
Double, but at least.
What was the tier list?
Shit.
Every segment in every VHS movie. And all of those VHS anthology.
Okay.
There was a lot of debate. That's why, like, that made me sure that I'm going to be very picky and choosy about what tier lists I do in the future. I'm fine with this one because we only had like 15, 16 things to measure. I think that's a good number of just things I could just kind of commute.
Well, yeah, you're not watching like a 2-hour movie, but it's cut into distinct segments.
Right. We tried to cut it, but we all had a lot to say about every segment in that one, and this one we seem to kind of go through a simple flow state. But I guess last thing we got to do here is the almighty wheel.
Yeah, the wheel.
The wheel. We're going to decide what the topic is for next time. So we have Replacing the Alien vs Predator tier list, we have A Night at the Museum. Yep, that is all of the Night at the Museum movies, except the animated one, because I didn't know there was an animated one until today.
Huh?
Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly.
Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I like it's Battle of the Smithsonian and all that. Like that. They're fun movies, easily accessible. I really like the first two for what they are. So I don't know, I think they're worth talking about.
I think the first one's like a pretty good, solid classic movie.
Yes.
It hits everything.
Hell yeah. But yeah, like that's gonna be just talking about the Night Museum movies. But carryovers topics from the last time. We have The Life and Times of Benoit Blanc. That's gonna be the Knives Out series. So Knives Out, Glass Onion, and Wake Up Dead Man.
I still need to watch the other two. I've only ever seen Knives Out.
If you like Knives Out, you will like the other two, dude. They're so good.
I did like it.
Okay.
Well, and of course we have the Mummy, Brendan Fraser specifically.
Oh man.
So
I love those two movies. Just those two, because they're the only two that exist.
Yeah, but what about Tomb of the Dragon Emperor? No.
No, what? Oh, that concept movie? Oh yeah, that'll never get fucked.
The concept movie. You're not wrong.
The Alpha Toast.
Okay, then we have We Are the Men in Black. With this one, I would only have the trilogy we're talking about. It's
Like the animated series.
not, well, I'll mention the animated series, but it's
no, it's not. It's its own thing.
Yeah, like the animated series is its own thing, but so is that fourth movie they did recently. It's like not really connected.
Oh yeah, International. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Whereas the Men in Black 1 through 3 are a solid trilogy, selling a cohesive story. That's what I would want.
2 is weak as shit.
Yeah.
I agree. That was such a letdown.
I saw that movie in theaters and I was just so disappointed. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. And then another category on the wheel, we have Sing a Song. This is basically just those two Sing movies by Illumination and that short they did. It's only because I have a soft spot for those movies. I like them for what they are.
Never seen them.
I enjoy them.
You like pop songs? That's
No, I don't.
Okay, don't watch them.
You'll have a great time with watching that. You might as well just skip.
I will send you one clip of what I think a very well sung song from these movies. If you don't like it, don't watch the movies.
Here's the thing, though. I just don't like musicals.
Oh, then don't. Okay, then don't watch the movies.
Yeah, musicals. Like I put up with the singing and all the classic Disney movies, but I do not like musicals.
Like then don't watch these. I think they do it a stage a little better because the entire...
Yeah, like I know what they are, but yeah no.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for them. All right, next we have Growing Up in the Cul-de-Sac. I want to start kind of dipping into some shows that I know about. A little bit ago, a little bit ago, I binged all of Ed, Edd and Eddy in the movie since they were on Tubi, and I got reminded that it is 100% my favorite Cartoon Network show, and I got reminded
it's one of my favorite cartoons, man.
It holds up, man. It holds up still.
Oh, I know. It's so good. I've been there since they started. Oh, I had like the original episodes. I had to record them on VHS.
Dude, yeah, they're all on Tubi now. The entire series, the specials in the movie, they're all on Tubi.
I know a lot of Cartoon Network stuff is on there.
Like not right now, but like there's a lot of stuff was added to their rotation.
Yeah,
like, I know Static Shock and Mucha Lucha are in their rotation, and I think they're next to be added.
Mucha Lucha,
dude. My favorite part about Mucha Lucha, first of all, is the animation is kind of dumb, but I remember seeing the movie and the opening of the Mucha Lucha movie on Cartoon Network. I thought was hype as fuck, and unnecessarily hype for such a show. Because you had this opening monologue, like we have this world of battle, a world of conflict, a world of, and then it comes to the opening where it just fast zooms on the ref going lucha, doing a din 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 din. It's like that is such a overly hype opening that it needs to be. What the fuck?
The theme song is great.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, last on the wheel is not last on the wheel, but they have a Dark Knight trilogy. The Christopher Nolan, Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and I don't.
Yeah.
It's worth praising those movies. for the most part. There's
not the third one.
yeah,
I like the
Not
second
the
one.
third one.
I like the second one better.
Everybody likes the second one. There's a reason that movie was so popular at the time.
the Dark
Uh-huh.
Knight is just going to be a staple superhero movie for decades.
It is.
Like, it's just going to, it's for a reason. Like the Dark Knight is this generation's Michael Keaton Batman, and I can see why. But yeah, and of course, the last is going to be The Guests Decide. If it lands there, y'all get to conspire and decide which of those topics I cover next week.
Oh fuck. Okay.
But if it lands there,
Okay.
so without further
Oh,
ado,
I thought you meant like anything.
Right now, I thought you said right now. Right now, I was like, go decide. I'm like, what?
It was
Not
like
right
the
now.
guess this. I like. Shit. Okay.
if it
I got a
lands
topic.
there, but well, tell you what, if you could think of something fun worth talking about next week that I can easily watch it in these 2 weeks time, maybe. But we'll cross that bridge if it gets there. So let's spin this wheel. Oh,
The Night of Museum.
yeah, Night at the Museum. All right, yeah.
All right. I get to watch a tiny little Owen Wilson.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I'll see if I get some people down for joining me for talking about Night at the Museum in 2 weeks. It's gonna be a fun time, a little more chill. I don't know. It's like I don't have anything horribly offensive to say about these movies, but I haven't seen one or two of them. So
I haven't seen like the first one in well over 15 years.
Same. Yeah, that's been a minute for myself.
yeah. Well, I guess that brings us to the absolute end. Next week we're going to cover Night at the Museum. We got this tier list over and done with in a timely manner. And once again, thank you all for joining me today. This was fun. This made me happy.
This was a good Easter event. I enjoyed this a lot.
I keep forgetting today is Easter. Oh my goodness! If you're watching on Twitch before the day goes out, happy Easter! And we were I should have put bunny ears on the Predator. Dang it!
No.
It's
Sorry.
fine. When I put it
Do
on
it in post.
Yeah, when I do some stuff in post, I'm just gonna like just superimpose a shitty Easter egg PNG and just in random spots.
Just no. Randomly throughout this whole thing, you just have to have jump scare Slippy with bunny ears.
Yes, it would jump scare Slippy at the end.